and welcome back to another video.
Yeah, another exciting Enchantress video.
Yes.
And not because I know what's going to happen, just because it's Enchantress.
Yeah. Everyone loves a good avatar.
Yeah. And it's not even just that. I think Avatar of Air is just as exciting. In its own way. I mean, the ability is extremely unique. We've only seen it. We've seen it 3 or 4 times, maybe on the channel.
Yeah,
but,
I think 3 times.
But it's been a while since the last one. So
yeah. So
we'll get into that after Enchantress first, I think.
Yeah. So this is a deck list from Zalem that I think JS is playing.
Yeah, he wanted to try it out. Try something a little bit different. Enchantress in the sense of. I mean, like when you put the wildfire and the great famine, and everyone kind of starts looking the same with their lists.
Yeah.
So this does not play any fire, which is interesting.
I'm really intrigued by the evil presence, honestly.
Yeah. Well, so it is a spirits deck, right? It's an enchanted spirits, as he calls it. I think as always there's a primer, so go read that. But yeah, I mean he's playing the spirits,
the Headless Hans, the Shades. Ruler of Thul, pretty interesting as well.
I think, if you're an aggressive deck and you're playing water, it's probably one of the first cards you put in the deck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good. It itself charges, yes.
I've noticed from Zalem that he seems to have Lord of the Void in a lot of his deck list. I'm not sure if it's just like one of his favorite cards, or if it's just... I've never had someone play it against me, or I've never played it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering like how... To get to 9 and...
Well, we are playing Abundance.
Yeah.
Is one thing, as well as the mix, which helps, right? So, I mean, if you play Abundance on turn 5, that turn 6 means you can play Lord of the Void, in theory, right?
In theory, sure. So...
Or even just mix on turn 6, same thing. So, I mean, I guess this is his attempt at getting this guy out. And maybe it's not even like a required card for the deck, it's more just like, we can get there.
Mm-hmm.
So... Let's play it. It's a spirit as well. Yeah, it's a spirit. I'm curious to see no ghost ship. It's like a void walk card and something when you play
it. I forget if evil presence goes back to your hand at the end of turn or immediately when the minion is
when it's played.
Evil presence.
Yeah, it's when it's played.
Oh.
Like you give a charge and then the evil presence.
Yeah, because if it was until the end of the turn, that would be kind of a. You play a charge, you play multiple. A spirit, you animate the aura, you attack with it, and it goes back to your hand at the end of the turn.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But since it immediately goes back, I don't think that would work.
Yeah, but also it would allow you to play multiple spirits and give them all charge, right?
Yeah, so that's granted if you have the mana to do so, sure.
Recognize this?
Yes, seems to be getting a lot of traction in decks.
Yeah. Both decks had it in our last video.
Yeah.
Every Steam Druid deck, quote unquote, is playing it. It's inspiring a lot of people to do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
This is a rude card. It doesn't see enough play, but it's a rude card, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
Has this ever happened against you?
No, it has not, actually. I do own a copy, but I've yet to find a proper deck to put it in. But I'm sure with... if I'm playing against your Wolves deck, I definitely would probably.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
You can put this in Spark Mage.
Yeah.
I mean, it has 2 pip.
Yeah.
Low cost. You can keep giving it stealth with things like Fade or Treetop Village. You know what it's called? Yeah, Treetop Village. I think you play it gives the nearby minion stealth. I'm surprised to not see a Ghost Ship. So again, if we can justify a 9-cost Lord of the Void, I wonder why no Ghost Ship. I mean, 5 power Void Walk. When Ghost Ship enters a site from the Void, you may summon a spirit from your cemetery to its location. So it's like recursion for your spirits.
Yeah.
I don't know. Seems good. You ever heard of this card?
Yep. Fantastic card.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I'm playing Air, this is like almost an auto-include. It's just so good. Airborne charge. It's so great. I mean, it's doing so much. Yes, it costs 4, but I mean,
like
for what you get in exchange, exactly. So, also we're seeing Trinket, which is a one of, which I think is okay.
But yeah, I mean, you can give your art. Imagine you're in an Enchantress mirror, right? They animate their Atlantean fate. You animate yours. You give yours Trinket. Now yours survives. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see mesmerism in this particular deck. I mean, I wonder how well it'll play off. The 4 threshold is tough,
and mixed with a lot of 3 airs.
So
But yeah, I mean, green is...
Castable, perhaps. Obviously, a mid to late game card with the 4 threshold. Nimbus Gen 2 is a pretty nasty card with the evil presence. But that's enough about this, so let's go into the Avatar of Air.
Yeah, we should mention, as we noticed, I think this might be a little bit of a slightly outdated list with some cards obviously being changed, but nothing that changes the identity of what's going on here. I mean, at the end of the day, the Avatar of Air's ability is so great that you just want to play very valuable units like minions around it so that you can benefit, right? So once a turn, if you occupy an air site, you may fly a unit atop it to a nearby site. Just at the bare minimum, a Pudge Butcher, right? How many times have you put a Pudge Butcher on your, square X because it lines up with the enemy avatar or anything, right? And then they go, blink, or I'm just gonna move out of the way. And then your Pudge Butcher is still valuable because it's a Pudge Butcher, but now your whole plan, goes to shit. Well, with the Avatar of Air, you can actually just push the Pudge in any direction towards wherever that thing moved and still get the
still get the effect.
Still get the effect. So it's honestly amazing. Also, and while we're on topic, you reminded me today, right? Immobile just means it can't take steps, but if it's at an enemy location somehow, because it gets pushed by, let's say, your Avatar of Air, it can attack the location it's at, because it doesn't require taking steps to attack the current location. So keep that in mind. Immobile is not disabled.
Yeah, and a lot of the air cards too. You would expect to see. I mean, grapple shot just really, really good.
Oh yeah, well, especially in this deck, right? When you're playing Dalcian Phalanx and Unicorns, like 3 cost 4 power, 4 cost 5 powers.
Yeah.
Grapple shot. If anything, I would have loved to see a Whirling Blades. Yeah. Whirling Blades in these kinds of big booty decks is really nice.
And a couple of not control, but kind of like removal for Feast for Crows. We got the Disenchants.
Yeah.
To deal with, and then you got the Earthquakes to. Maybe even move your own sites around to then push your other minions even further. So
the Plum Pegasus, honestly, this is a card that seems like it's fair, but I don't know. I'm always underwhelmed by it when my opponents play it, even though it seems decent on paper. I'm surprised to not see Gyre Hippogriffs, even though maybe he just didn't want more 4 cost cards. But I would put Gyre Hippogriffs in my deck before I put Plum Pegasus. But at the end of the day, if you just want a curve, like, this card fits all kinds of it checks all kinds of boxes, right? So it's not it's not wrong. But yeah, I mean, I think we saw, or we know, that he's playing Fade and Shrine of the Dragon Lord, which are not featured here, but
so
anyways, we'll see how the game goes. Always
I think this was his deck list prior to the release of the Dragon Lord.
Okay. So
so I think he ended up making a couple changes last minute.
Yeah, just not updated on Curiosity yet.
But like you said, the principle, what you want to do with the deck pretty much is you want to push your avatars in every which way to make it effective for you to attack your opponent's sites.
Yeah.
You have those minions that the Pudge, Unicorns and stuff. So
well, I mean, here's just another example of Air Earth being just so scary, right? Like I said, all those cards that 3/4 4 cost 5s and all the movement spells, and the fact that you can common sense for grapple shot. Also, you're just you're the Dalcian Phalanx, which which looks like it's kind of stuck moving in one direction. All of a sudden, it gets blinked here and grapple shot there for a 5 strike, and then attacks for 5 again. And it's 10, and I don't know. Also, look, Trinket making another appearance, and here we've got 3. And I guess we're so aggressive that you might as well just pump your guys as much as possible.
Yeah, that's true. Like you said, if you're attacking an opponent's minion and it's equal power, those trinkets can save your minions from dying. So I get it.
It can turn the game a lot,
Yeah. So the opponent's establishing their board state at this haunt. We got the Philosopher's Stone on board. See, a couple of towers, 1 tower, and
JS put that on 12, or I don't know if he's just showing it to him, or if he put it on 12 because that's where he's just putting it. But why? Why put it on 12? It's gonna get teleported at the beginning of the next turn, and what's it called? Jerome can actually play a site on 12 and then bury, for example. Like this is actually a way that you can lose your 4 power.
Yeah, like you said, it's going to teleport next turn, so keep it like at 1, somewhere far back, and next turn, see what happens.
Yeah, so I would say Jess is getting off a little lucky, where with Jerome's first, minion being that and not the unicorn, or even the Dalcian, right? With a stone, you could have had a 5-power minion right now, and attacking on 8 for 5. Like you'd play that Dalcian on 3 because of the stone, or because, let's say, maybe is he playing town? No town.
No town.
But whatever, a tower even, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So on 3, and then next turn you grapple shot, like you're right in line, grapple shot, attack for 5. Like that's 10 damage on turn 4. It's no joke. You really need to deal with that immediately, otherwise it's pretty much just game over as early as turn 4 or 5. So that's something that Jean can look forward to. Actually, well, if this video comes out after the cornerstone, I wonder what will. I wonder. He's really excited, honestly. Like just like Carl's baby is the Elementalist. This is Jerome's baby. He really loves the Avatar of Air and the possibilities behind it. Yeah,
I remember when I played with him a few months back. You could tell when I was talking with him, he was like really excited about the Avatar's ability. You could tell that this was probably going to be his deck and his go-to Avatar. So
well, I mean, he even started off with a proxy, right? Which is another argument for the value of proxies. Like look, fell in love, and now he has the real one. Like we'll get there eventually, but like let us try the cards. It's a nice browse. Can we just draw all 7 of those? How many turns? Skip a turn, draw all 7. You might even lose if you do that. If you skip a turn to take all those cards in your hand, well, he would lose for sure if the Pegasus was a phalanx.
Yeah, phalanx. What do you choose in that hand?
You might have to take the Hippogriff.
Did he choose the
another haunt to play?
He's just trying to be aggressive.
Yeah, it's just you're taking the gamble, right? That those things aren't going to end up on square 1 and 20.
I wonder if he's playing the mechanism.
But again, he put it on 12. I don't understand what the. Oh yeah, let's go for an attack. Yeah, the Pegasus will just die, so let's take our 4 damage, right? Yeah, good. Oh, Jerome was ahead of the curve. He already took his damage.
Yeah, he already took his damage. He knew. Yeah, I love the Headless Haunt art. It's so great. So fitting for like Halloween too.
Yeah, the promo there.
Yeah. I'm glad we bought our playsets when we did. Although they're not terribly expensive still, so...
No. I think Enter the Battlefield is a Canadian website. I have absolutely abused their inventory, and I think they have some. And honestly, it might even be less than $10.
Yeah.
So it's a good card. I mean, even with its randomness, right? Like, it's still a good card. 3 cost, 4 power, right?
Yeah.
Is good. And that art, I could say, like, the art is quite special.
Okay, so he's playing Fade.
Yeah, okay, nice. Attack on 9 or 8 with the Pegasus. Play Fade to draw a card. They both cost 1 less, the Common Sense and the Fade, because of the...
Stone?
Yeah.
Which you can't see, which is under the Avatar. Yeah. So if people are wondering how is he able to cast it with that, the mana, there's a stone.
Yeah. So here's a kind of situation, right, where JS can partially time walk himself. Or can just put Jerome down 8 life.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's written on the mat, but at the same time, the gamble, right? Gambling is not good. Don't gamble, kids.
No. Well, I guess there was a statement, or this kind of like meme sort of for Magic, but I guess it could apply for Sorcery. It's like, if you, referring to like your kids using, certain substances.
Yeah.
If you introduce them into Sorcery, they'll never have money to do those substances.
Make a card be your drug.
Yeah, exactly.
Learn something while you're doing your drugs, basically, Except reading. Nobody will learn reading from playing cards because nobody reads the cards.
No.
Reading is too hard.
So he played the Shrine, and now I guess JS.
Yeah, it seems a bit of a slow turn. Like, I don't think, like, of all the possible things that Jerome could be doing with his avatar and the deck's power level, in terms of the unit's individual power, there's a lot of stuff he could be doing, and it doesn't look like it's, like, he's doing much. It's a bit rough. It looks like a bit of a rough draw for him. But again, like, there go those headless haunts, right? Like, JS made decisions on 2 consecutive turns to play a card that is jumping all over the place and essentially being irrelevant, right? I mean, it got 4 damage in, but so it's kind of giving Jerome a chance to have a bit of a slower start where he's building his mana, right?
Yeah, exactly. Although now I think JS, he could attack for 8, so that's.
Oh, right. I don't know what I'm talking about. Of course, you can move into the sites from the void, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
So now, if Jerome doesn't have something there, he's going to Death Store next turn if he rolls, like, lucky enough to.
Yeah, well, he has that Grim, so he can trade his bird into one of them at least.
That is true.
But then after then the Grim stays on the floor. Imagine the Grim stays on the floor, and the other headless haunt gets teleported there.
Yeah,
just not meant to be. Okay, so Carl has an argument.
Okay.
That says don't play cores in a deck that doesn't have card advantage, and I think this is favoring that comment, the situation, because if you're already behind, if you're an aggressive deck and you're behind because you're missing your draws. And then on top of it, you draw a core. So the core could be like, the core and the shrine, right? They could be so good if you tower shrine on turn 1. You draw your core in your opening hand, maybe turn 2, like, okay. But at any point beyond that, and you're an aggressive deck and you draw these cards, it's really not conducive. It's not conducive to the game plan at all. And it doesn't just put you behind a turn. I find it could put you behind like 1.25 or 1.5 of a turn. It's rough. Yeah.
Well, now that we were starting to see like 4 sites kind of like all together, JS could start playing those auras that maybe will affect evil presence, and then just start giving his minions charge and attack Jerome no matter where he is.
Yeah, it's really
especially if he plays like Nimbus Gen and just discards, and then you know what I mean?
Yeah, what's kind of nuts too now is with all this pressure is that an evil presence plus any spirit is just gonna wreak a lot of havoc. Okay, so Jerome common sense for grapple shot.
Yeah, I really
but
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say he doesn't want to just Grim.
Yeah, and with the spirits deck I've been playing, I've had I really like Evil Presence. It's a really good card. It's like it allows you to play something somewhere, give it charge, it comes back to your hand.
And
it's really a hard card to deal with because it's really, really good. I'm really liking that card a lot, actually. Kind of like the trick of thing, it comes back to your hand.
Yeah.
So the opponent to try to remove it is really tough.
Okay.
Unless they have like a Feast for Crows to take something out of your hands.
Yeah, see, like Evil Presence might actually go up in playability and value like drastically with Gothic, right? It seems like the kind of set that might have some some additional spirits. Okay, wow. So Jerome just went. I was thinking about it, but I actually didn't say it because I didn't really believe he was going to do that. But he chose a different kind of violence.
He chose violence. Yeah.
He's like, I don't believe that your headless haunts are going to land on a good spot next time. So here's 6 damage. I'll race you basically, right?
Yeah.
Now, if obviously if he gets unlucky, he's just going to Death's Door. But okay, interesting. Hold on, what's going on?
Common sense.
Didn't he already common sense? Yeah, I think there's not enough mana. Because Grim costs 4, no? So common sense for 1.
Well, he has the Shrine.
Yeah, he's got 5 mana. Oh, he has...
He's a shrine, he has a core, he has the stone.
He played the core this turn, right? Didn't he just draw the core? So he has to use, like, it costs 1. Even though you gain the 1, it costs 1. Yeah, he can't common sense. He didn't have enough mana. So with that Grim, and grapple shot. See, if he had... oh. So that's hilarious because...
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious because that Headless Haunt actually did teleport to a site where had he Grimmed and killed the first one, he could have picked up the Grim. But like 14 is where...
yeah, exactly. So
insane. So anyways. But yeah, no, that's just that store now, right?
Essentially. And all he has to do is like play an aura.
There were so many
and
chances.
Then like next turn animate it and just swing into the avatar of air.
I can say this because we're recording before the cornerstone, but this video will come out after. But I think there will not be enough Enchantress. And I think that's a gigantic mistake. I think Enchantress probably actually has the highest chance of winning events. I think Enchantress is... I think if one person dedicates themselves to a deck... So, okay, I don't put Enchantress as the best avatar because it takes, I think, too much to become skilled at it to make it the best avatar. But I do think if the top person in the world dedicates himself or herself entirely to one deck, and that deck is Enchantress, they will beat everybody else who dedicates themselves to any other avatar.
You think?
Like the 10,000 hour argument?
Yeah.
I think it benefits to Enchantress the most. Or I think Enchantress is the one that shines the most through that.
Well, I guess after this commentary, we should start playing some games. Get those 10,000...
those 10,000 hours in, yeah.
Well, it's also like interesting too because like we do the commentary and then we watch other people's play styles, their thought process, their amazing plays and their missteps, which allows us like to reflect and then maybe apply to when we play. Oh. So it's kind of that's why I think it's like, other than us, there's not a whole ton of people doing gameplay videos. So it's like when you see videos like this, it allows you to really, see what's like, like how to play your cards, position your sites, the thought process of certain players, and kind of like study and analyze certain scenarios and situations that, because we've been playing this game for almost a year at this point, and there's like still like so many unique situations that have happened. Almost like, if we play an evening 3 or 4 games, there's always like this scenario where like, oh my god, I never saw this, so it's quite interesting with the grid concept of this game, and then like the placement of the cards, and there's so many things that could happen.
The grid changes everything, right?
Yeah, exactly.
In comparison to other games. So it's interesting, he actually got the fade, and like his is 100% threatening to just win next turn with 2 blinks already used. Oh boy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Because if that other Headless Haunt didn't land exactly nearby adjacent the Avatar of Air, that fade on the Pegasus meant I mean, I still don't put too much stock in the Pegasus, but it definitely put a lot of work in this game. It did all the damage for Jerome. It was here the whole game.
Yeah. So,
but it got stealth twice though, I will say.
Yeah. So, Jerome not drawing perhaps enough minions to put more of a threat on JS, but I mean, JS had 2 Headless Haunts and he rolled pretty well, and he got in those 4 damage per turn, and
no auras though, eh?
Yeah, so I guess no auras, and oddly enough, and I think getting the Headless Haunt with the brows was probably in the end the right call.
The right call, yeah.
Just putting a lot of pressure on Jerome.
Yeah, I was thinking too much about just getting the Griff and then trading with his Pegasus, and then having my 4/4, beat while I trade with you, because I've got the auras coming eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, when the rules work for the headless haunt.
Yeah.
3 cost 4 power.
But this is going back to my point, different players have different thought processes.
Yeah.
So you thought one way, he thought another, and
yeah.
I mean, in the end, good job to our tech extraordinaire, Mr. JS, taking the win on the camera.
Yeah.
And Zalem's deck list, seems pretty solid. And like you said, no aura,
no aura played, yeah.
No auras really played, but still giving the beats. So
but honestly, this might even be a good showcase for I guess just the Pegasus, because even the Avatar of Air wasn't really able to use its ability.
Yeah.
So we really just kind of got a game where Jerome drew relics instead of minions, but still put up a really strong fight while headless haunts just paraded across the the realm as they chose. It looks like they just did as they chose,
Yeah.
It wasn't really random. They wanted to attack and they got to attack.
Yeah. It's all right. Thanks for watching.